Hello, fellow Elm Street kids. Kid Kruger here, and welcome to my top 10 Bad Boys of Horror crush list. Boom. Now, starting off the list, at number 10 is that ever so charming, ever so poetically speaking, ever so torturous demon, Pinhead. Now, who can't love Pinhead? I mean, come on. He is the leader of the Cenobite Brigade, the Order of the Gash, if you read the books. And he's just an all-around badass. He knows the ways to get to you, in your heart, in your flesh, in your bones, all that good stuff. He's so eloquent, he wears black leather, and who doesn't like a man who has his own hardware store in his face? Enough said. Number 2, boom. Now, I am not a huge vampire proponent when it comes to, I know a lot of people find vampires very sexy, but I'm not always of that inclination, but there is one that I will certainly make exceptions for, and that is, of course, David from the Lost Boys. Oh, he can buy me Chinese food, he can buy me worms, he can buy me wine bottles full of blood all he wants, and I'll just drink and eat and be merry. Or something. Something about Kiefer Sutherland as a vampire just really clicked for me. I don't know if it's because if I have like this inclination, at least when I was like young, when that movie came out, I had this inclination towards guys with like bleached blonde hair, or the whole like Billy Idol kind of thing. Then he's got that like scruff going on. He's got this whole like silent, cool, confident demeanor. I just didn't find him as attractive when he died, because all of a sudden he was baby-faced and just like, meh. Wasn't really into it. Moving on to number 8. Now, I know he's a mama's boy. I know he's got his issues. I know he's a peeping Tom. I know he is into taxidermy. And I know he likes to collect old things. His mother. But you know what? When I saw Psycho when I was a very young lad at my grandparents' house and I was watching it, there was something about Anthony Perkins that just made me think, you know what? I would love to run a B&B with him. And then hack up every blonde bitch that shows up in the middle of the night to get a room because she did something illegal and she's ruining my sex life. Come on, Norman, let's get back to bed. Number 7. Now, I don't know how Jada Pinkett did it, and I don't know how anybody else could resist it, but, oh, Billy Zane in Tales from the Crypt presents Demon Knight. Oh, come on now. From the very first moment he walks in that cowboy hat, strutting his shit like he got the biggest dick in Texas. Maybe. Using that sultry, deep voice. Where is Billy Zane nowadays? Anyway, off track. He was just amazing in the movie. There was no way, once he showed up, if I had the key, and he was like, give me the key, I'd be like, okay, here, take the key, take my soul, take anything you want. You can detach it, I don't care, can I watch? So, yeah, he is an ultimate demon badass, and that is my pick for number 7. Call it what you will. It's a little sick, I know. Now, moving on. Number 6. Yes, now, I'm assuming you think I have a problem with mama's boys, but come on now. Who doesn't like the idea of Jason fucking Voorhees chasing your ass in booty shorts through a summer camp just so he can shove a huge machete in ya? Come on, that's sexy, right? I mean, he is just pure brute strength. Sure, he doesn't talk, but you know what? That's not always a bad thing. Food for thought. But Every Friday the 13th movie, he gets more and more intense and big and just violent. Like his deaths are the stuff that make my loins quiver. You know what I mean? Like bones cracking against trees, getting impaled like 2 people at a time, getting thrown across buildings, getting your head smashed in. All of that sounds like a great third date. Moving on. Number 5. Yes, I said before, I'm not a big proponent of vampires. But when I saw Fright Night, when I was a wee lad at a slumber party, and Jerry Dandridge came strutting around the corner, wearing his 80s sweaters, I was hooked. That man knew how to talk a good game. That guy made Amanda Burse lesbian, made her into a whore vampire with a huge gaping glory hole of a mouth. Come on! He was smooth talking. He was a smooth talking fucking vampire. Although, do you realize at one point he was wearing a turtleneck? I find it very poetically strange that a vampire would wear a turtleneck. But I'm okay with it. It's all good. The scene in the nightclub where he seduces Amy with that amazing Evelyn Champagne King song, Give It Up, playing. Yeah. My hair would have gotten big too. My blouse would have come all kinds of undone. I would have been like, bite it! Bite what you want, bitch! But anyway, so, Jerry Dandridge. Solid number 5. Ooh, and a side note though, in that movie, I had a huge crush on Ed. Like little evil Ed. Even when his toofuses were big and he had a cross burned across his forehead, I was still into it. Fun fact, did you know that later on Stephen Jeffries did gay porn for a short while? You're welcome. Moving on, number 4. Now I loves me some Scream movies, you know I do, but there is one Scream character that really drove it home. Mickey, Scream 2. Timothy Olyphant at his most evil and bloody and wielding a knife and pointing it against his head just says yes to me. The way his shirt fit across his chest and his crazy hair got crazier as he talked to Sydney about how he was in on the whole murder thing. He was good. He was a good psycho. He was like one of those ones where you don't think he's cute until he's fucking crazy. Hence the reason dating bad boys is bad. All you little uns, boys and girls, don't do it, because ultimately it'll only end in heartache. And they end up getting shot anyway, several times. Whatever. Moving on. Number 3. Bruce Campbell. Ash. Either way, that jawline, that chainsaw, come on! That man is so dedicated that when his hand got possessed, he cut it off and replaced it with a fucking chainsaw. Although if you think about it, if he would have kept the possessed hand, he could have played the stranger game when he had alone time. Do you know the stranger game? If you do, comment below, because I know you do. Anyway, Bruce Campbell, whether it's him in the original Evil Dead movie or in the new series Ash vs. Evil Dead, I don't care. I will hop in his car, on his hog, go camping with him in a desolate cabin with demons all about. I don't care. I'm in deep. Number 2. I do like the strong silent types. I do. It's true. It's true. Like we mentioned before with Jason. But there's certain tall, dark man holds a special place in my heart. And that man is named Michael Myers. Now, when I was a little kid, I saw Halloween for the very first time. And after that, every Halloween, or every fall day actually, that I went walking to school or home from school, if I was out trick-or-treating or whatever, I always looked over my shoulder thinking, oh shit, Michael Myers is gonna follow me home. And this twisted little fuck was disappointed that he was never behind me. And you know why? I just wanted him to pick me up and carry me around. And in later days, I wanted him to open up his overalls a little bit and pick me up and carry me around. I'll just leave that there. But Michael Myers, yes, something about that shape, the visage of this strong, silent, deadly killer who don't have to run after you. He just walks because you know what? That's called confidence, and that's called purpose. And that's what I look for. So if you got all those things and a big knife, I'll give you my address, my phone number. Call me. Number 1. Now, I would be surprised, I would be fucking surprised if you did not realize who number 1 is. I mean, really. Look at the channel that you're looking at. What's my name? Who do I say is my baby daddy? That's right. The one, the only man of my dreams, Freddy Krueger. I know in the beginning, when I first saw the first Nightmare on Elm Street film, he scared the shit out of me. I didn't sleep for 8 days. I collapsed. It was awkward at school. But something about Freddy Krueger, I know he was a child murderer, and I know he was a child molester or something, but Freddy Krueger has always stuck with me, whether he scared me, made me laugh, kind of tickled my funny bits in New Nightmare when he was wearing like the trench coat and the 5-knife glove and the bigger hat, and he was kind of bulked out and his voice got deep, and that was like porn star Freddy. That was like porn star ways. Like, you know, you just like know he was down to do some damage. He wasn't just all talk. But yes, he is my dream man, Monday through Sunday, 365, 24/7, Freddy Krueger. And that is my top 10 bad boy horror movie crushes. Now, I would like to know, what bad boys are you into? And are they really bad, if you really think about it? Think about it a little bit. Get back to me. Comment down below. Let me know what horror movie guys tickled your fancy. And you know what? For the straight men out there, straight horror guys, tell me about your horror crush females. And I don't mean the good girls. I don't mean the scream queens. I don't mean the ones that go, run around with their like little boobies out, stuff like that. I mean the bad girls. I mean, I'm talking Rebecca Gayheart in Urban Legend with the crazy hair. Something about killers and crazy hair really does it for me. I would even probably include Elvira in that because I know she's got a body or two somewhere. Anyway, that is my list for today, and that's my video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed babbling on about scary guys in their sexy ways. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you have not. And yeah, let me know about your horror movie crushes and things that made your things go bump in the night. Until next time, just remember, bad guys are only bad if they don't touch you in your bikini area.